why are Legos so expensive? You know, my first thought is it's the brand, you know, you pay for the brand pretty much, you know. And a lot of them gain value over time for sure. But yeah, I don't know why it's so fucking expensive. And here's a video on why it's so fucking expensive.
This thief is stealing $1,500 worth of Lego, according to the store's owner. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. In the past decade, there have been a slew of Lego thefts, including one totaling about $300,000.
Yeah, I got some friends who actually like invest in Legos almost like it's crypto, you know, or fucking stocks, man.
But why are thieves around the world targeting a toy?
I don't know where my voice went.
Well, one reason might be that the most expensive Lego sets cost more than an iPhone 15. That's why this guy was
$850
trying really hard to reach the top shelf.
These went from around $120 to overnight selling on eBay for several $1,000s. My friends and family don't actually know about this room. They would probably be quite shocked if I ever opened the door and they saw the Lego that was in here.
But it wasn't always like this. In 2000.
But who actually buys that, you know? If you know it's been it's been made, bro. You know, like, why would you rush and buy it for a few thousand instead of just fucking buying it for the actual price, you know?
Lego's most expensive set was $270. So how did we get here? How did Lego go from a children's toy to a collector's item?
Yeah, that's...
And why is it
maybe
so
that's why
expensive?
Maybe that's why, bro.
Today,
They
Lego
fucking
is
know.
the world's largest toy company.
Everything is awesome.
But its story didn't start with plastic bricks. It started with wood. While Lego found success with wooden toys, the company's first major turning point came in 1949, when its founder took a gamble and started manufacturing plastic bricks. Plastic toys were cutting-edge technology at the time, but Lego wasn't the first to pursue this idea. Here are two patents by a company called Kittycraft from 1939 and 1945. And well, you can decide how much inspiration Lego took. Plastic bricks didn't click right away. Lego had to stick with
plastic bricks. I mean, dude, can you imagine like asking that shit for Christmas? Can I get a box of plastic bricks? What the fuck is that name, bro?
With the product and innovate to pull kids away from wooden and metal toys. And to understand the price of Lego today, we have to rewind to its very first set. It was just a box of bricks without instructions. Some of the earliest gift sets cost 25 Danish krone, about $60 today. But in 1955, Lego released the Town Plan, a simple version of the sets we have today. Kids built buildings and combined them to create little Lego cities. With this release, Lego solidified what it called the system in play. Its guiding philosophy would be that every brick should fit together and stand the test of time, allowing kids of all ages to build in unlimited ways.
Okay.
And we can't not mention the reasonably priced line. Then in 1958, Lego perfected its bricks with the...
Okay, I got a question, chat. Okay, Legos are so expensive, okay, but I don't know that much. Is it like the specific Lego sets? Let's say like the Harry Potter fucking 5th movie Lego set, you know, that's the one that's gonna cost like more money, but can you actually buy just like a box full of Legos? But it's like just fucking a whole bunch of random Legos in this bitch, you know? It's not like a set with like, you know, you got one piece for like, you know, it's just a box of shit pretty much, you know?
Stud and tube method, an interlocking design that enabled large yet stable builds. Lego uses that design for its bricks to this day.
Lego is brilliant. Pieces that were built from the beginning of Lego. Interact with pieces that were built today.
With just a few exceptions.
Do you know about brown? There were some brown bricks that were made like during a certain period of Lego that were more delicate than others, and like if you try to build with some of those bricks today, they're a little brittle. But 99.9% of all Lego that is—
Why? Is it something in like the brown dye or something like that? For this cat, it costs $120. I'm gonna watch it after. Is it a long video? What? Okay, but there's one. Okay, Jesus Louises. Okay, so there's 1,710 pieces up in this bitch, bro. So you know one, and look how fucking big that shit is. It's really not that big. It really is not worth $120. Not gonna cap. I'm not gonna cap, bro. It's just old fucks jacking up the prices because parents don't buy Legos for their kids anymore. They buy it for themselves because they want to relive their childhood. They're whoa. Damn, good. Okay. When I was young, I would go crazy with Legos. The type of shit I would build with Legos, bro. It was like, dude, that shit was like, you know, pre-Minecraft, pre-7 days, pre-all that shit, dog, you know? I'm sick and tired of this cat, and I can't.
like if you try to build with some of those bricks today, they're a little brittle. But
so is it the dye, you think?
99% of all Lego that has ever been made is designed to stand the test of time and is awesome.
By the 1960s, plastic bricks were a hit, and Lego made them its full focus. But at the time, Lego's products were still pretty simple.
Look at this shit, bro. Look how dope that shit is. Oh my 꽞ᴟ. Look at all the possibilities, bro. You could put that motherfucker and make it fuck with this one and make a huge fucking truck, bro.
Aside from reinventing the wheel in 1962, its builds were blocky and predominantly used the classic rectangular brick. Lego's second major turning point came in the 1970s, when it started to release more creative sets, like the 1978 Space Cruiser.
Why the fuck is my water bubbly like that? Yo, Chad, am I tripping? Look at this shit. It's fucking bubbly, is it not?
It had 170 pieces and cost $10, or about $48 today. Lego referred to these themed sets as the system within the system. They added new pieces that expanded the Lego palette, like colored transparent parts and thrusters.
Oh, but it really
For
is
builders
bubbly,
like
though.
Dave, these pieces expanded the
I
possibilities
just killed the
of Lego.
bubbles. What?
It's really fun to have other options because it's not like drawing where you have unlimited possibilities. Like your limitations are the brick that exists. So every time a new piece or a new color gets added, it's exciting.
Okay, but this guy is slightly deranged, chat. Let's keep it a bean, right?
So
Let's
builds
keep
that
it
I
a
built,
bean,
like,
chat.
10 years ago, I would build totally different now because there's an expanded palette of what's available to build with.
Throughout the 70s, Lego transformed from a toy into a creative medium. Releasing dozens of new parts, sets, and even debuting the iconic minifigure.
That shit
The
is...
company
Yeah,
experienced
that's
huge
it, bro.
success and worldwide growth in the 1980s.
Hour after hour, day after day.
Chad, I just remembered, bro. My favorite Lego set all time was the Lego Ninja. The Ninja was fucking dope, bro. I had this like castle, you know, it was like the inside of a castle with a gate. And like, I think I had like bunch of characters, bro. Might be like 4 or 5 of them little Lego dudes, bro. And man, those were fucking dope. It was Ninja Lego and then Star Wars Lego.
Year after year, Lego changes.
And
There's no
then,
end to Lego.
But
Third
much
one
like
might be
those
a
brown
fucking
bricks,
debate.
cracks were starting to
Bionicles was not Lego, bro. I think it was the same company, but it was not like Legos, you know?
show. By the late 1990s, sales slumped, and the company was losing money for the first time ever. Lego had grown rapidly and spread itself too thin, investing heavily in theme parks, media properties, and merchandise. Meanwhile, sales for its original focus, the brick, were slipping. Lego released sets that required less building, ignoring what fans loved about the toy. Take the Ʞᴟᴟᴟ theme, which barely resembles a Lego product.
Every dimension needs a hero. Every hero needs a special power.
That's so overkill, bro.
It's glitching.
Glitching was not going to save Lego. Sets like those had one-off pieces that didn't fit into the Lego system.
I know.
They cost more to manufacture and were less profitable. An executive would later say, "We had actually seen a decline in profitability, yet we continued to invest as if the company were growing very strongly."
I feel like the big problem with Legos for this shit, you know, and maybe that's why they sell it maybe a little more expensive nowadays, you know. I feel like it's not like you have to buy Legos like every year or 2 years because your Lego is broken, you know. Like you buy like 2 boxes of Legos and you can have this shit for fucking 2 generations, my boy, you know?
We failed to realize that we were on a slippery path. The company's annual report described 2003 as a very disappointing year for Lego Company. Executives were also concerned that physical toys might not keep up with the exploding video game industry. One of the few things that kept Lego afloat was Bionicle, the company's best seller for 4 years straight.
Yeah,
Another
and
bright
that
spot
shit
was
was
its licensed
fucking
Star
dope.
Wars sets, first
That
released in 1999.
That was humongous, bruh.
These ranged in price from $6 to $90.
That was fucking dope, bro.
And they
Wait, let's see, bro. Did I wait? I
flew off
see
the
it,
shelves.
bro.
Licensed sets would become hugely important for Lego, but more on that later. Outside the company, something unexpected was growing, all on its own.
Hey, fall.
It turned out that kids weren't the only ones who thought Lego was fun.
Even in college,
This
I was, like, my
motherfucker
friends
too.
were like going out to the bars, and I was like, well, but I could buy some more Lego with that money.
Dave is what some people refer
This okay. I said a slight problem. This motherfucker is deranged. Yo, his friends are like wanna hang out and he's like, I could buy more Legos instead of going out with my friends. That's fucking deranged, bro.
referred to as an Ʞᴟᴟ.
Adult fan of Lego, which I don't know. I mean, it's a term that we use somewhat endearingly.
Lego was contraband in my school. Kids fucking paying for homeworks and Legos.
But, you know, it's also a little cheeky.
His skill and passion for Lego earned him a spot on the TV series Lego Masters, which millions of viewers watch weekly for its competitions between adults.
I'm like a super fan. I watch like the international versions too. I love it.
But the hobby looked a lot different when Dave first started building. Before
As
the
long as he
2000s,
enjoys
even Lego's
it,
most
but, man,
complex
you know?
sets had young age recommendations, like 9 and up or 11 to 16. But that didn't deter creative people like Dave from getting into the hobby.
This is like 40 years of collecting Lego. It's almost embarrassing to think about how much the dollar value is of this Lego. If I buy a set, I'm taking that apart. I'm building it once to like learn the techniques, but then I'm taking that set apart and integrating that into this collection so that I can use the pieces for my own ideas.
By the 1990s, there was a growing group of passionate fans like Dave, who had either played with Lego as a kid or discovered it in adulthood as a creative outlet. And they were spending a lot on Lego. For enthusiasts,
And that's why they
having a
cranked the
room
price,
or
bruh.
an entire basement
Pete's.
dedicated to Lego.
Pete's, you was right all along. It's they only crank the price because they know it's fucking guys like that. They're trying to take this guy's pension money, bro.
Is a common practice.
That's what's really going on for real.
Everybody has a different system that works for them.
These kids are on TikTok, bro,
Anchors
not
somewhere,
Legos.
You just have to find it. The system's always changing. One of my favorite containers right here.
Yeah, no, this
I
guy
sold
is fucking.
those 3 goats recently. Got croissants and bottles and eggs, chicken legs. So this is a whole container that just has minifigure hair. Maybe this is a little morbid, but you could have a whole container of just minifigure heads. It's definitely more than 100,000 bricks in this room. It's probably somewhere between 100,000 and 500,000.
Oh, that's some crackhead shit, my boy.
Just individual Lego elements in this room, but like some of them are really small. I mean, there's probably 10,000 pieces right here.
Dave estimates his collection is worth about $50,000.
There's lots of ways to have a collection to build up. You know, it might be a collection of vacations that you've taken over time, and this is a collection of memories and builds and pieces from many years of doing this. I love it because it's a way to tell stories. I can talk about or think about like things that have been happening in my life or things that are happening in the world or tell imaginary stories. I was like, you know, younger, building by myself in my apartment. It's a very solitary thing building Lego. You're usually by yourself or maybe with a sibling.
When he said younger, I thought he was gonna talk about his childhood or whatnot, you know. Whoops.
Or a family member. It really can be for anybody because there's so many different ways to be with Lego.
In the 1990s, the passion of builders like Dave was quietly growing. Waiting for
Like, he probably doesn't have, like, I don't know, child. I don't want to assume, you know. I don't want to judge. But I feel like that's the kind of shit that would turn people off, you know. Am I wrong? That's kind of weird, is it not? Like, this guy doesn't really go out. He said, like, when his friends ask him to go out, he's like, man, I could use that money to buy Legos. You know, imagine, like, a fucking woman trying to date this guy. Like, jeez Louise, cuh. It's probably fucking not happened in a fucking, I don't know, ever.
a spark that would forever change the hobby.
You've got mail. I'm at the center of the web.
You?
High-tech illusion, fantasy.
Really?
I can hardly turn the computer on. It's all a bit worrying.
Oh.
When the internet started to catch on, people like me who had been building discovered that there were other people like me. And it was great to be able to connect, to see that other people were building. It wasn't just like building in solitude. And that's really, I think, when Lego started to become something else and not just a kid's toy.
But Lego didn't always accept or understand its adult fans.
Like, the worst part is I can appreciate those, like, those big Lego structures or whatnot. Like, it's kind of dope, you know? It's not shit that you would do as a kid. Like, something that big, like, it's kind of dope. It's just, like, the backstory behind it. Like, you know, like I said, bro, this guy looks fucking miserable, bro. Like, feel like his entire fucking universe centers around Legos, you know? That's fucking not good. I don't like that.
One former executive said that decades ago, LEGO saw fans like Dave as a source of irritation. Another said LEGO didn't think their adult fans had value. One of LEGO's former CEOs said, "We kept thinking that much more should be done for the adult. Most people on the management team thought we should concentrate on children instead."
For a long time, up until...
Oh, I did. No. Yo, don't get me wrong, bro. I did every single sets I had. I fucking cleared that shit, bro. Okay? No. Don't start with those fucking lies, you absolute degenerate, okay? I'm talking builds like those, you know? This guy had a fucking working crane, my dude. You ever had a working crane Lego set when you were young? That's what I thought. Shut the fuck up.
1990s, being a fan of something was not seen in a positive light. Like, why are you wasting your time playing with Legos? And so I can totally see why a company in the 1990s would really want to reject that.
But the Ʞᴟ community's momentum was not easily stopped. It was growing not just online, but in person.
People from all over the world would come together to be part of a convention.
Like, you see?
In the early 2000s,
Together to be
Wait,
part
sorry,
of
I'm
a
gonna take
convention.
it back, but you know, like, I wouldn't mind just going there and, like, seeing all those. Like, look at this building. It's fucking dope, you know? Like, just going there and, like, seeing that, like, okay, like, it's kind of dope. It's just, like I said, it's the fucking backstory that comes with it, like, half the time, bro. It's just, like, you know,
in the early 2000s, conventions
I was about to compare it to like furry suits, you know, but it's really not the same shit because I couldn't really but you know, you can like appreciate like, okay, yo, this suit is like well made, you know, like nice detail, whatever. But you know the backstory of like fucking almost all of them, and it's like, bruh.
helped fans connect and build a strong community. It was also great marketing for LEGO, because enthusiasts would display giant creations. Like this 8-foot wide Lord of the Rings build that took 11 years to construct.
I don't know how much it cost. It was definitely in the thousands. Like for me now, I'm done buying Lego. I feel like I have enough here.
Yeah, dude.
I've been playing with it since I was a kid. I got my first
That's
set when
fucking
I was
huge.
4 or 5. Good portion of the apartment is filled with Lego.
That's that shit right
Buy a
there.
house, we'll very quickly have a Lego.
A little what the fuck do you call those?
We often find the most powerful fandoms
Conveying
and the
rail,
longest
conveying
lasting
rail,
fandoms
conveying
come
rail,
from
rail.
the community. They tend to be grassroots or ground
Sorry,
up
Chad, I'm
kind
tired.
of fandoms. That sort
Yeah, I'm
of
tired
creative
tonight.
transformation coheres a fan community, I think, stronger than if a media corporation or a toy company says, here's the way I want you to be a fan.
But remember this set?
I bought 2, I sold 1, and I think I'll hold this one for a while and see where I get to.
One huge aspect of the hobby driven by the community is the resale market.
Yeah.
LEGO retires its sets every few years. After that, if you want to buy it or
Yo, Chad, I wonder what's the the most expensive Lego set. Like, how much does it cost? Betty Lego's collector?
need a specific piece,
Yeah?
your only option is to buy secondhand. Because of this artificial scarcity, some sets skyrocket in value, and savvy buyers view LEGO as an investment.
So this is my Lego storage room. I'd say there'd be over 600 to 700 of them stored inside this room. My kids aren't allowed in here.
I could have sworn she was about to say $600,000 to $700,000 worth of Legos. I
Probably
was
could
like,
be
oh
stored better,
shit.
but I have an air vent for ventilation and store a lot of them in cardboard boxes to keep the boxes in good condition. I know the retail value of the sets I've purchased is over $50,000.
That one looks kind of
secondary market value, I would suspect, is
Toy Story
a
Lego,
lot
never seen
more
that
than
one.
that. Some of the sets alone are worth 3 to 4 times what the retail price was. I keep this nicely locked away. It is not a set to play with.
Yo, that one is dope. Was that a Lego?
It's not a set to play
That dog right there is fucking dope, bro.
with.
Justine says she collects Lego not with the intention of reselling, but because she wants to build each one.
Just have to get it out. It's a bit.
No, for a second I thought she was a smart lady, you know? Like, buying a bunch of Legos, like, you know, like she might have bought like 1 box of Legos every 2 weeks for the last fucking 5-10 years, you know? It's just to build all of them?
Biggin.
However, knowing many sets increase in value gives her some pause in cracking open the box.
That's insane, bro. What the fuck is that? A new hope, Star Destroyer. 4.7k pieces. How much is that? It's not even a price, bro. Am I tripping? Where's the price?
So I don't really have a strategy or approach to buying Lego. I buy what I like. Unfortunately, I like a lot.
Les offres? Voir les offres? Ah, maintenant il y a un prix. What? 1K? No way, right? Wait up, wait up. Shop? Price range. Over 100. Okay, I just wanna see what's the most expensive one. Sorted by price, high to low. That's crazy, bro. So it's not even like someone who buys it and resell it for 1K. Like Lego sells that shit for 1K. That's fucking crazy, bro. And 2 of them? This one is $900, dude. What? The Avenger Towers 7, like that, dude. Why? What? Really? Hogwarts Castle, okay, depends how big it is, you know? It really depends how big it is, because, dude, fucking, yeah.
On occasion, I have bought, I buy what I like. Unfortunately, I like a lot. On occasion, I have bought a set twice because I've forgotten that I purchased it. There is one minifigure alone within that set, Harley Quinn, that is worth $400, and the set itself is worth $1,200. So I'd love to build it, but at the same time,
You know the Lego fucking communities is filled with fucking gooners, bro. If the Harley Quinn fucking Lego is worth that much, you know it's filled with gooners. I don't give a fuck.
it's really hard to say I'll go, you know, spend $400 overnight while building that set and reducing its value. My ratio of built Lego to Lego in box is probably a little out of whack.
Prices on the second-hand market can be eye-watering.
Like a minifigure like this could go for like $200 because it's a very rare minifigure that only appeared in one set ever.
But not.
And why would you not put it in a motherfucking box, my kind dude? My brother in Christ, to put that shit in a sticky motherfucking
Everything
safe
multiplies
box,
in
brother.
value. And this massive network of spare parts is what empowers builders like Dave.
I probably ordered like 2,000 lightsaber rods just to make this floor. It doesn't even look like Lego anymore. I'm putting them on their ends and putting them all so close together that they make that hexagonal tile.
In the early 2000s, Lego's fans were innovating more than the company was. And in order to survive, it needed to embrace AFOLs.
Yeah,
Lego
bro.
recognized it was pursuing a losing strategy while ignoring a key customer base. To turn the tide, it cut costs, sold the theme parks, and refocused on its core business of building with bricks. And it was time to finally consider adults. In 2004, Lego, now under a new CEO, planned to fundamentally change the way it did business. Over the next few years, it sought to improve its products by developing what it referred to as grassroots collaboration with its adult fans. In addition to making sets more profitable, Lego needed to recapture customer excitement. And who better to ask for help than its most passionate fans? In its 2006 annual report, Lego said it obtains inspiration from the many independent homepages and clubs for Lego enthusiasts all over the world. In 2007, Lego released a $500 Millennium Falcon with over 5,000 pieces, recommended for ages 16 and up. This marked a jump in set complexity, price, and target demographic. To put this change into perspective, the 1999 Star Wars pod race set cost $90, had 896 pieces, and listed an age range of 8 to 12.
They've also hired people like me who were Lego builders to work for them. The things that we kind of pioneered are now...
So Lego is just a full-fledged, like, adult business. Not adult, because it sounds kind of weird, but yeah, it's pretty much targeted to adults, right? They don't even try to sell those shits to kids anymore, right?
Being pioneered by the people who work at Lego. So it's much more exciting because the techniques in Lego sets have become more advanced. And you learn more when building a Lego set than when you did when you were a kid and the sets were simpler.
When fans are running the thing that they're a fan of, they can expand it in ways that they know other people will enjoy.
This is the start of the...
That is fucking crazy, bro. What am I watching? Is that a fucking entire taxi made out of Legos?
Company's third turning point, getting kids and adults excited about Lego. To achieve this, Lego released bigger, more interesting sets and expanded its licensed products.
Brand tie-ins in Lego sets work phenomenally to get people interested in purchasing the set. People that are fans of that particular brand might purchase the Lego set that wouldn't normally buy Legos.
This strategy coincided with an explosion of pop culture fandoms and a growth of what's referred to as the kidult industry.
I'm gonna
Kidult
keep quiet,
industries
bro.
are industries that produce products that we would associate with children, but aimed at an adult market. And it's become a huge area of business.
Lego released its first 18-plus set in 2020. And since then, the company has released dozens of products each year, clearly targeting adults. Some of these sets, like this each year...
Bro, you'd give that shit to me on Christmas when I was young. I'd fucking go crazy, like, dude. What the fuck is this,
clearly
dude?
Targeting adults. Some of these sets, like the Star Wars AT-AT, are complex, with thousands of pieces and a price tag to match. Others feature themes like dried flowers that try to appeal to older builders. These sets are also perfect
Of course,
to
it's
display
18 plus,
once
bro.
you've built them.
I display my Doctor Who Legos because I want people to know that that's an important part of
It's like 18 plus, incel weaves only, bro.
about who I am, and I'm proud of that. Previously nerdy things and hobbies and fandoms are absolutely a part of
so
mainstream
much?
popular culture today.
I'm tired.
Now, LEGO's website even says adults welcome. This strategy allows LEGO to cater to a customer base and a price point it couldn't reach if it only focused on kids.
I personally don't set myself a budget for Lego because if I did, I'd just blow it.
LEGO also acquired Bricklink, the largest LEGO resale marketplace, in 2019. At the time, LEGO's CEO said, "Our adult fans are extremely important to us. We have worked closely with the community for many years and look forward to deepening our collaboration."
Oops. Half of it stuck in there.
Just how much money that sort of thing makes, that gives it seriousness. But I think also because we've just kind of normalized weirdness in a way that makes me really happy.
I really never cared what the age was on the Lego set because I was like, I want the pieces. I just want the pieces to build. But it's good messaging, I think, from Lego to say, like, this isn't just a kid's toy, this is for adults too. And for me, it didn't matter, but I think for a lot of people, it is welcoming.
So, I feel, chat, am I tripping, or this fucking video feels like it took a turn somewhere, you know, from why are Legos so expensive to don't bully adults playing Legos. Like, you know, am I tripping?
And LEGO's plan to save the company worked. 2 decades later, the company boasts nearly 10 times the revenue. But amid this success, profits weren't the only number going up. Walking down the toy aisle and seeing LEGO sets priced at hundreds of dollars can be alarming. But is LEGO actually more expensive than 10 or 20 years ago? To answer this question, let's look at price per piece. That's the price of a set divided by...
What the fuck did... What?
Let's look at price per piece. That's the price of a set divided by how many pieces are included. It's not a perfect measurement, and it doesn't include minifigures. But think of it as a broad look at the value of a set. Remember that 2007 Millennium Falcon? That had a price per piece of 10 cents. A decade later, LEGO released a new Millennium Falcon.
What up, project?
With over 7,500 pieces for $850. And a price per piece of 11 cents. That's just 1 cent higher. And adjusted for inflation, it's actually 1 cent lower. Some set themes are more expensive than others, but the price per piece has remained surprisingly stable over the past 20 years. Ironically, some of the worst value sets are ones designed for young children, like Duplo. This set has a price per piece of $1.30. So why are sets more expensive? They're much more complex. This chart shows an increase in average set prices since 2014. But it aligns with an increase in average pieces per set.
Thank you, bro. Watching this shit.
They could do a Millennium Falcon for $30, and it wouldn't look as good, and it wouldn't be as big. But they know that they can do this big one because there is a market for it.
So if you're walking through Target seeing high prices and thinking that LEGO is expensive, you're not entirely wrong. Since 2020, LEGO has released significantly more sets that cost over $300.
Yeah,
but
that's what I mean, bro.
Overall, about twice as many annually as it.
Nobody that has kids, unless you're rich, you know, unless you're rich, nobody that has kids is gonna buy this shit. $300 sets? Like, what the fuck are we doing,
in 2008,
bro?
And about 4 times the amount it released in the 90s.
7,000 pieces? It's like, dude, what are we doing, man?
You can have unlimited pieces, but it's also fun to like just build with what you have. And sometimes the limit of what you have is more challenging than building with unlimited pieces. Once in a while, I'll be working on something and be like, well, is it worth it for me to go buy more of this, or can I find another solution for it with what I have so that I don't have to buy more of something? That's really what Lego is about, is creative problem solving, is like, can I solve it this way? Is there another way to solve it? Or is there a third way that I haven't even thought about yet?
Going all in on the brick helped Lego beat the
This
one-hit wonder
motherfucker
problem
is
many toy
lost for the
companies have.
capital
But it
L,
also
bro.
created an
No
ecosystem
cap.
and a creative
This-
medium that has endured nearly 70 years of competition and shifting pop culture.
My mom tells me that she got me my first Lego set when I was 4 years old. I don't think I could have predicted where Lego would go. I love Lego because I feel the nostalgia from when I was a kid. You know, it brings me back to those moments of sitting on the rug, building that set, being young and enjoying that.
I don't
And
care about you,
I like
bro.
the way that it connects generations, that adults can play with the same toy with their kids that they played with when they were a kid.
It's continually new and it's continually refreshing, and that's in its DNA. I don't think we're ever gonna see a fandom for Lego die in the way that we might for a media text, which waxes and wanes over time.
My hope
you're
for
on
the
some
future is
shit,
that
dog.
it will continue to be more accessible to people, whether that's through having representation of different
Okay, I'm
people in solve
fucking
problems.
done.
Something amazing.
Oh my god.
My friends and family don't actually know about this.
Oh, Chad, am I done with this fucking guy, bro? Ooh, la la. Okay, next.